Now suing Winco. They both claim security workers used excessive force while detaining them for shoplifting. Jamie Seymour digging deeper into this case.
The allegations stem from two separate incidents at the Happy Valley WinCo with two different people, both caught on camera.
I mean, you can see from the video, these people have no idea what they're doing.
Caught on camera, loss prevention employees detaining two suspected shoplifters at the Happy Valley WinCo store. Now the man and woman who were detained are suing the retail store and the involved security employees, alleging negligence, assault, and battery. Video captured the July 28, 2022 incident involving 23-year-old Marissa Stork shows security employees picking her up before bringing her to a private room.
Right when she comes in the room, she's just thrown toward the back of the room. Right. And so you have a woman in an enclosed space like that with two huge guys, and she's already been manhandled.
And just minutes later, one of the guards is seen on top of her in what the suit says was a headlock that lasted at least 30 seconds. After more than 10 minutes, a sheriff's deputy arrives and Stork is taken into custody. The incident involving the other plaintiff, ID'd as 46-year-old William Simonson, happened at the same store on April 2nd, 2022. Also detained on suspicion of shoplifting. Surveillance video inside the room he was taken to shows one of the guards stepping on his groin multiple times while another guard restrains his wrists. And just minutes later, a guard is seen repeatedly pushing down near his head before moving to his knee.
I can't believe he didn't break his knee from the side and choked him out.
Simonson is then placed in what the suit alleges is a chokehold that caused him to lose consciousness. John Weiner, the attorney representing both plaintiffs in the suit, says while they are also suing for money, they hope more is also done about how security guards are trained, as the suit claims WinCo, quote, failed to adequately train, supervise, and/or monitor their loss prevention officers.
I would hope that there would be a larger discussion regarding the regulation of this industry, because you have people that are acting like police officers.
Both Simonson and Stork were convicted of theft in Clackamas County related to the incidents and served their sentences.
I understand that shoplifters are a problem. You should not be running around shoplifting. But the punishment for that isn't what happened to these two people.
We reached out to WinCo about these incidents, but we have not yet heard back. Reporting live in Portland, Jamie Seymour, KOIN 6 News.